Hi, this is Kim Miller from howtosellyourvideos.com, and I am here with Doug Monroe, who has a new product called the Dougmon, and he's going to tell us about it.
What it is basically, it's an off-the-shoulder, on-the-hand and arm system that, especially with the advent of the small video cameras, I felt that why lock the camera into the axis of your upper body, which is basically like this, where if you could put it on your arm, then essentially wherever your hand goes and your arm goes, the camera can go. So it gives you, the cameras are really light, so take advantage of it. So basically it works for cameras. I've rated it from GoPros all the way up to like a 7-pound camera.
And what was your, you told us an interesting story about why you named it the Dougmon.
Oh, well, I was trying to come up with a name for it. And we had a bunch of names, and then we'd check with Urban Dictionary, and we're like, no, that's not going to work. And we'd have another name, check it on Urban Dictionary, no, that's not going to work either. And then my buddy, who's a cameraman, my nickname was Dougmon. He said, just call it the Dougmon. No one else has the name, and you made it, so call it that. So that's what we've called it.
Okay, where can you get a Dougmon?
It's going to be, in a couple of weeks, it'll be at B&H Photo and Amazon.
Now, as a 30-year veteran DP, and do you want to say where you're working right now?
I'm actually a DP in a show called Sister Wives, which is a reality show.
What got you to develop equipment?
Why did I do this?
Yeah. Well, you wanted to do it, to help you. You thought of it, but I mean, why? It just seems it's kind of a different business than.
Oh, than shooting. Yeah. Well, basically, I was shooting for ABC 2020 on a series, and we were shooting mini DV, standard depth. We were the first show to actually use that camera on the air, and the camera was about this size. It was a PD 150, probably about 4 pounds, and it was a great camera because you could get great shots with it, but you couldn't stabilize it, and you'd also start shaking. So I have been working on this for about 10 years, and I figured that if I could make this work for me, then it would work for other camera operators. And again, the beauty of this is that it's made for a hands-on operation. It's made for documentary, weddings, news, reality shows. It's where you have to be quick.
You were showing us a little while ago some of all the different types of angles you can shoot with it. Do you want to show me it again? Like if you're shooting an interview?
Oh, yeah, if I'm shooting an interview, I can actually set this up to my eye like this. I can pull out the viewfinder as well. I can shoot like that. And I'm using this sling as well. You can also put it on your arm like that. And then now if someone's at a table down below, camera is eye level with them. I'm using the LCD pull-out viewfinder for my shots. I'm on my feet so I can move quickly, so I can get that wide shot. If someone says something, I can move over quickly and get that close-up. I can go over the shoulder quickly and get that cutaway of what they're looking at. It's all because I'm on my feet, it's on my arm, it's not on my shoulder, so I'm not pointed down at them, I'm eye level with them. But also it turns into a little monopod as well, so I can sit down in a chair across from someone, and I can rest the camera on my leg or on a table, and all the weight's off my arm, so I can sit there for an hour and do an interview. Because that was always an issue. Yeah, exactly. You'd always get arm fatigue after a while. You do a 30-minute interview, and your arms are ready to give out on you.
So that's kind of interesting to know, just in terms of kind of the history of it, because it used to be always tripods, probably, until, didn't you see?
Well, and what happened when they came out with the small cameras, initially they started putting it back on your shoulder. And I'm like, okay, all right, you're defeating the purpose of a small camera, right? Because with the small camera, they're so light, don't you want to get the low shot, the high shot, move it around quickly instead of it just being on your shoulder? So that's why I thought if I put it on the hand and the arm, and it kind of imitates, if you look there, there's a ball, and you can lock it or loosen it, and I like to have a little, your wrist, basically, it's like your wrist. It's like another bone to your arm, and then this gives you a lot of stability here. It keeps it in place. And what I like to do when I operate is just find a spot where it's comfortable, and then I loosen it up enough so I can it'll hold, but I can move it. So that way, then it's helping me with my camera moves, so I can move my wrist and my arm and my body together.
Wow, pretty cool.
So,
I want one.